Fly Me to the Moon is directed by Greg Berlanti and stars Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. This movie is set amongst the 1960s space race, in which Channing Tatum plays Cole, who is the NASA launch director. But tensions arise when Scarlett Johansson's Kelly is brought in to fix NASA's public image, and possibly even stage a fake moon landing in case the real one doesn't work out. I have to say, I was really looking forward to Fly Me to the Moon. Both Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum are two of the most entertaining actors working today, so the idea of both of them in a rom-com just seemed like it would work. And also, Greg Berlanti is directing. His last film, Love, Simon, was really solid. So let's talk about that chemistry. And unsurprisingly, their chemistry is really good. They know how to bounce off of each other. There's a great back and forth. And this is a pretty funny movie. I laughed a fair bit throughout it. I have to say, a lot of my laughs came from a pretentious director character played by Rash. I don't want to give too much away about this character, but every time this character was on screen, I was entertained. And when it comes to the writing, I think Channing Tatum's character is the best written. While it can take a little bit to warm up to his character, once the film starts to develop him, he becomes more of an engaging character. And this just makes the character, and because Channing Tatum is so likeable, easy to root for. However, I think this movie has a lot of script issues, and my biggest issue with the script is that Scarlett Johansson's character is dull. She really has no development until the third act. And when you're like 100 minutes into a movie and that's when you start to develop your character, it kind of feels like too little too late. This is also quite an overstuffed movie. Usually with rom-coms, you kind of expect the runtime to be between 90 minutes and an hour and 45 minutes. That's the sweet spot right there. But when I saw the runtime for Fly Me to the Moon was 2 hours and 15 minutes, I raised my eyebrows, I can't lie. And this movie definitely does feel too long because it is overstuffed. There's just too much going on. I think the film just needed to commit to being one thing. If it had just been a rom-com set around the space race, or a movie about the marketing of the space race, then it could have been interesting, but it tries to combine both and it feels messy. This is especially apparent in the third act, which just feels extremely jumbled. I can't lie, I was disappointed with Fly Me to the Moon. Now, I don't think it's a bad film, it absolutely has its redeeming qualities, and I can imagine people are going to like it. I feel like there's a great movie in here somewhere, but it just needed a much stronger script to succeed. I'm going to give Fly Me to the Moon a C+. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. Blu-ray Billy, logging off.